Hey, what's up guys, this is Cobb, and welcome to a little bit of 2v2 action, except it's not a little bit of 2v2 action, man. We're watching a match here played by Mr. Steelsane and his partner over here on the top right side of the map, Steelsane. Oh yes. Before we go any further, look at this absolute madman playing both sides in his own 2v2 match, dude. This is the craziest thing I've seen in a while, man. He's got a laptop set up behind him. He's just running between machines, playing both sides of the map at the same time, man. This is crazy as hell. There he is, man. He's back at his computer. This is nuts, dude. So he went ahead and did this, for a few games, I suppose, and this is the replay that he linked me when he's doing this crazy, insane strat, man. So he's opening up on his far left side over here, man, with the Tarantula, I believe, Speed Specialist style opener, man. So some, like, aggressive style, mid-range, like, mid-positioned Tarantulas, a little bit of marksman backup, some crawler chaffing. Oh, God, he's already setting up as well on the right side on his laptop screen over here, dude. Steelsane 1 and Steelsane 2, dude. So, it's going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit. We got the tanks and the hounds coming in on the far right side. The Tarantula rush on the left. I'm going to have to try and just capture as much of the action as I can on this, as I just switch my recording settings back on over. Honestly, annihilating on the right side, man, with the aggressive tanks and the hound action. In fact, hang on, man. What speed are these tanks and stuff? Is this the speed specialist side over here on the right? Maybe we ought to be watching the right side. His Tarantula Rush doesn't quite come off on the far left, gets a little bit clapped on over there, but the tank's doing a pretty damn good job, and this is just a really crazy, unique replay, man. This is one that we definitely had to check on out. Just given the insane setup, the insane behind-the-scenes story, I think, in this one. Oh, it's going to be very, very slow, and we've got some chaff over there in Afghanistan. Final clash going down now with the crawlers. Dude, I didn't even know if you can feel bad, though, to be honest. Like, if I'm the first thing I'm thinking to myself is if I'm blue, it's like me and my teammate, you know, me and my buddy, and we're getting 2v1'd by somebody. I didn't know if you're allowed to feel bad, given that it's Steelsane. You know what I'm saying, man? In fact, it might even make it more difficult that you're up against effectively Steelsane and Steelsame over here. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, man, we go for the wasp. Steelsane goes for the wasp swarm. Steelsame, we're gonna take a little while, man, before we pick his reinforcement. Given that, you know, Steely Boy's gotta run from one machine to the other and all that, but Wasps are gonna come down all up and on the back line. Bit of defensive missile action going on as well, just to take care of, I guess, the crawlers if they start to punch through into the buildings all up and over here. Doubling down on the tarantulas a little bit as well, which I think is cushy. And of course, by the way, it is actually the Steelsane up on the top right side. That's running the speed specialist, and it's actually taken the early wins. I didn't even realize that until, well, just now to begin with. What is this, dude? Okay. We got both red. Oh my god. So we went double wasp drop. Both of the Steelsanes went for wasp drop. It's a double wasp drop on the back line of Mr. Vesper here. Very, very cool. Defensive wasp drop coming down from our nemesis in this far side as well. Dude, I gotta see how these tanks do, man. Are we actually gonna get to double down on these tanks? Got like some carry tank action going? Some carry hound action going? Probably not. If we end up winning this game, I can't imagine that we go too heavy on like the meme builds and meme strategies and stuff like that, but okay. Let's speed this one along. Blue also now just picking up some extra tanks of his own, some extra fangs on this side as well. The massive double wasp drop coming out of the backside over here as well. That's insane to see. Okay, man. I'll tell you what, man, the tanks and the sledgehammer combo here actually punching through the chaff extraordinarily quickly. Building goes down very, very fast on account of these wasps. If these wasps can kill this building here as well, that could be a massive, massive deal for winning on the front line over here. They're eventually going to get the kill. The damage might already be done against Speed Specialist Steelsane. And in fact, you know what, man? He is kind of clapping cheeks over here as well, dude. It is why I often refrain from casting 2v2s because I feel like there's so much going on. It's kind of tough to identify who's who a little bit. When there's so much chaos going on like this. Whereas at least in a free-for-all, you can kind of focus on one player and one color, you know. But anyways, it looks like a very, very dominant win on the back of the wasp drops. It's gone pretty saucy, man. Now, of course, we can't rely on those wasp drops coming out again. I wonder how Steelsane is processing this mentally. Just how? Like, is he keeping things very, very simple? Is he already planning ahead of time what he's going to do with each of his armies? Like, as he's watching the combat, okay, I think for this army, I'm going to go this, and this. So he can just, like, blast through deployment very, very quickly. back-to-back with each of his forces, you know? Like, is that how we're approaching this? Sandworm comes out. I mean, that's a huge wrench in the works, man. Sandworm comes out. That's insane. Arclight comes down to take care of those backstabbing crawlers that he's got going on the flank over there. It's going to be a centralized Sandworm. 2 towers in the middle. Very, very vulnerable indeed, of course, to just like a huge mid-rush. Basically like twice the bang for your buck here. If you can actually crack the center, of course. Given how close together those towers are. Very, very advantageous if you can crack that. And so he's going to try and pull it off, man, with the Sandy. Now, oh my god. Oil comes down. What the hell, dude? Some rank 3 wasps on the other side. Okay, so it's just a wasp worm rush into the middle. Dude, this is nutty, man. I gotta be honest, man. I work such long hours every week, like, even if this would seem like a fun idea for me to try myself in one of my own videos, because I've got a laptop that I could have, like, at the side here, you know, and try and do something like this. God, I just wouldn't want to do it, man. Like, for me, when I'm playing Mechabellum, I'll try and make a couple meme builds. Some, like, carry Mustangs, or, like, I know, like, a level 8 Sandworm or something, you know, like, that's my only objective, man, is to dip around and just mong around a little bit, you know. Ooh, we do get some levels into the tanks as well, by the way. Also, extra packs of the doggos coming in as well, as we can get to crack the middle here. We've got quite the middle rush going on. A lot of chaff clear as well, meant to mow our way through all of these, horrible, helpless, disgracefully useless chaff units in the middle. And so both buildings should fall pretty quickly. In fact, it's the rank 3 wasps that are going to come in and really land the biggest punch, kill off those arclights, and down go both buildings on either side. That, though, we are losing bigly on either of the flanks, and so now it's a matter of just trying to, like, kind of make up ground a little bit. God, how funny and useless does this sentry missile look all the way up at the top now, by the way? Like, we're dominating the middle of the field so much, bro. That's crazy, man. That said, it might eventually clip the wasps if they decide to cross the map over this way towards those towers eventually. And in fact, even though we got quite the emphatic victory in the end on this far right side, some good elite wasps still alive, all that kind of shenanigans, we still got some pretty high rank wasps to take care of as well. Oh, the missile actually does come in clutch right after I was talking smack about it. You see, that's why, I mean, that's why I barely played the game at a usually floating around like 1600 MMR when I do play the game. And Steelsane's out there winning tournaments, man. He knew that missile was going to get value like that, man. He just knew, okay? Steely. We've got some acid blast action. Could get some value on one side of the map. Ooh, underground threat's an option. Okay. Double acid blast coming out from blue, by the way. Oh, get ready, man. He's blasting that acid. He's just tweaking, frothing at the mouth, all of that. Might not be that kind of acid, but... Okay, let's see what we're doing here, man. The Stangs... Ooh, what's that skin on these Stangs, dude? Oh, is it just standard blue? No, that looks pretty tight, man. It's pretty tight. Okay. Acid's going to come on down in the middle. I'm not sure what the value of this is going to get. Blue's also going to try and defend middle a little bit, man, with the Vulky coming down. Take care of all of the chaff there. So he's going to try and mount a defense over middle here. It's got to get something in the middle to take care of the wasps, surely. Blue's going for range on their own wasps. We've got a double crawler drop coming down on the far left side over here. Meanwhile, range on the hounds now starts to come out on the speed specialist side of the field. Also just little packs of stangs just to counteract the wasps that are hitting the field as well. Yeah, more wasp dropping for our blue nemesis all up and over here. Range on the stangs on the left, but not on the ones on the right. This is kind of hard to keep track of, man. Like, it's 1v2, but it's kind of 1.5 v2 or something. Because trying to keep track of 2 different armies and 2 different loadouts is really, really rough. Goes for the big old acid drop in the vertical pattern. Coming out from blue as well now. Acid plus oil as well. I tell you what, man, the acid drops in blue should find quite a bit of value here. As to whether or not it's going to be enough to stop the wasps from colliding on in the middle, that's going to be the real test, I think. The range on the hounds as well is going to allow them to stay nice and far back away from the Vulcan in the middle and get a lot of work done for clearing out the enemy chaff. The acid on the Sandworm as well, it is taking a little bit of a beating. It's currently sitting at around half HP, and it is eventually going to drop on down. Look at the acid on the top right side though, man. Tanks just sitting in it, wallowing in it, dude. Like a bunch of bog walking, I don't even know what, man. Don't even know where I'm going with that. I was actually going to make some kind of, like, Raid Shadow Legends champion reference or something, but don't worry, man. We're not going to be stuffing Raid Shadow Legends ads in these videos. Okay. Steelsane, man, taking a little bit of a slap to the face there. I'm noticing because this replay is expired, the health bars are not actually moving up on the top of the screen. They're not actually moving at the top. I'm just glad that the replay is working, man. It is an expired replay. I'm just glad that it's functional. You know what I'm saying? The Wraith is also going to come on out, dude. That's looking like a Frontline Wraith from Steelsane, man. He goes straight into the range right away. I do like this. This is just going to utterly take the cheeks of these wasps. And man, it's going to be X-rated, man. I can't even tell you what these Wraiths are going to do to these wasps, dude. It's just too much. It's too much for YouTube, man. I need these videos to be monetized, damn it. That mortgage is going to happen one day. Which, oh my god, man. I know I mentioned it in the last video as well, but... Oh, property hunting, dude. Hunting for properties and looking for houses and getting rejected by landlords because I don't have a credit score. Dude, get the hell out of here. You know why I don't have a credit score? I don't borrow money. You know why I don't borrow money? I don't buy things that I can't afford. That means that I don't have a credit score because I don't borrow money because look, man, if you borrow money, you do you, but I just don't do that, right? If I can't afford something, I don't buy it. But now I don't have a credit score, so landlords are like, oh, well, we can't trust you as a tenant, man. What if you can't make payment? Bro, what are we doing here, man? Back in my day. You know what? I'm just going to stop. This is my day off. Trying to relax with some bloody Mechabellum here, right? Trying to chill. Keep my blood pressure down. I'm supposed to be chilling. Not supposed to be raging. Okay, anyways. Completely missed everything that happened on the top right side of the map here, so I hope everybody was paying attention. Me mostly, though, I just want to kind of pay attention to the value that the Wraiths are going to get. Look at these wasps. Oh, I'm going to have to pixelate it. I'm going to have to pixelate it, man. Don't look. Okay? It's too X-rated. What's going on with these wasps over here, man? They do actually take down one of the Wraiths, to be fair, so they are doing pretty ungodly damage. These are actually improved firepower control wasps as well. Are able to take out most of them, but still a little sliver of them survive. Still one Wraith left standing, though, to get that job done. And with the buildings falling, Wraith supremacy is upon us. Which, by the way, man, I watched a podcast recently. Watched some podcast action recently, man, talking to some guy. I forget his name. This dude, it was like a 2-hour podcast, man, interviewing this guy. But, ooh, ancient aliens. What's buried under the pyramids, and all of this action, the Peruvian mummies with 3 fingers and all of that stuff. Dude, I tell you what, man, I want to believe, right? I'm real open-minded of the whole alien thing, the UFO thing, all of that, right? UFOs basically confirmed in the modern day, right? There are such a thing as unidentified flying objects. I think there's no denying that, really. If the little grey dudes in them flying them and stuff, I don't know. But this guy on this podcast, I have never been so unconvinced of my life, right? Like, I almost felt like, man, I don't even know if I want to be associated with people who think like this guy, to the point where I might just stop saying that I believe in aliens at this point. This guy is so uninspiringly unconvincing that, you know what I mean? Like, oh. Anyways, what am I talking about, man? Steelsane goes for improved advanced control. Advanced what? What the hell's it called again, man? What is it called? Advanced power system. Speed specialist. Okay, back in my day, we called that speed specialist. On his tarantula army. Okay. A little bit of levels into the Mustangs as well. They're doing great. I think we're now switching over to deploying on the second army. Never mind. I'm still seeing some little sentry missiles come down here and stuff now as well. We've got some Phoenixes coming out from blue, by the way, as well as electromag Farseers now. So these Wraiths might actually start to drop off just a little bit. What have we got going on this far right side? I'm going to open things up with some Mustang levels. The Wasps on this far side have actually been sold off or repositioned. I think sold off on the side of blue, but even still, levels into Mustangs, can't really complain. Bloody hell, Steelsane is still deploying and buying upgrades for his Sabertooths as the clock is ticking on down. It's one of these things where, oh my god, the double wasp drop on the back, dude. In the rear, with the gear. Coming in huge. Why does it sound like I've just chained so many unintentional euphemisms together that it's not even, man. Either way, the double shots on the Sabertooth's going to absolutely annihilate all of the bigger and heavier units on the side of blue. Plus range of the Stangs. I think that the Stangs are actually like the real carry on this far side over here, where we also started off with Speed Specialist. Oh god, but there's no Sabertooths left. No Sabertooths left on this far right side means that the one Vulk is now going to torch all of them, and I'm just going to eat my words immediately. That said, man, the buildings do fall extremely, extremely easily indeed. And look at the Wraiths. How the hell did they win so convincingly? I watched the wrong side of the map. I'm trying to like alternate a little bit between which sides of the map and what things we're focusing on here because there's a hell of a lot going on. But I did not expect the Wraiths to so, what would you say, man? Ferociously clap cheeks. On that, is this over? What the hell? Oh, but it's not supposed to be over. The replay is bugged. It was supposed to go into round 8. Okay, let's just skip to round 8 and see how things ended, shall we? Looks to me like it was the replay is bugged, the numbers are all wrong, and said Steelsane won before he should have won, basically. Look at the investment, though, in the Wraiths, dude. That's crazy as hell. I tell you what, man, I'm actually going to skip back to around 7 here because I'm guessing that's when these upgrades first come on out. I don't want to, like, sort of, I don't want to skip, like, a big stage in this. I guess if this is indeed the round where the floating artillery array comes on out. It's funny, dude, because I kind of look at... Actually, you know what? I was going to say, I look at Blue's army and I say, like, how can he not be winning this? Like, he feels like he's got a pretty good army to do with, like, a Wraith frontline. But does he really? Does he really? When you look at his chaff clear, he's got, what? 1, 2, 3 arclights, and then he's relying on a few packs of unprotected fire badges against these guys to kill, what, not just the front wave of chaff, but also the mid wave and the back wave. These guys are long dead before the middle wave gets here, right? Because these guys are just hitting way too hard. He's adding extra chaff here. I kind of feel what Blue actually needs here, if he wants to be, like, swollen about this, is just lay down some swollen units, man. Just some big, veiny fortresses. Some big, veiny fortresses, man, with some big old barriers and just some kind of giant units. Got very, very little giant killing potential over here, man, on this blue side of the army. Big old tanky fortresses, something like that, man, would really just soak up the firepower of basically the entire front line of blue for a long, long time and buy all kinds of time for the more carry units at the back to sort of get the job done. Let's stay focused on this side for now, man. I do want to see how the Wraiths do, because the Phoenixes should still be able to find some patches here, I'd imagine. The fire and the flames are going to come on down. I'm not sure if Steelsane is going to be able to crack the building here on this occasion. That said, oh my god. Look at how quickly the Phoenixes are actually going down. At least in the middle of the map. There's still one pack left alive. They're going to be able to hold on in the middle as well. Actually hold pretty nicely, to be honest, on the far left side, once all is said and done. And so is this just a round in which blue actually does nearly turn the tables? It looks like it, man. Vulcan goes down. I mean, as long as the... Never mind, the Overlord's going to kill everything, man. I didn't realize the Overlord was still full health. Even against that many Phoenixes, Phoenixes are going to drop. They're only level 1 Phoenixes, they just can't drop it fast enough. And there it is. And so, skipping on ahead now to the actual final round. Let's see where things stand, man. See how we push this. Double Lightning Storm coming out for blue. Dude, how the hell did we win this round then, man? Double Lightning Storm was not easy to come up against. Unless Steelsane just goes Double Lightning Storm himself, man. It looks like that might actually be the case. There it is. It's just going to be a huge bum rush for middle, isn't it? Why is blue not upgrading building health here, though? You know what I'm playing, man? I kind of feel like he's got to upgrade some building health here, man. Surely. Surely. A little bit of crawler drop here is very, very smart, by the way. Some of the crawlers going to split off in this direction, pull over here a little bit, going to pull these wasps out of the way, maybe. Even just hold the wasps still, because the wasps are going to move forward a little bit, and then they're going to stop moving and start shooting at crawlers, and they're just going to stop moving right in the lightning storm. Just great positioning overall. Very, very saucy. All the shields in the world going up from Steelsane against the lightning storms, and 0 shields going up from blue. What the hell, dude? Why is blue not shielding against this, dude? Oh my god, okay. I mean, we've actually got... You know what, I can't even say it, man. I can't be joking about the names of storms in a Mechabellum video, man. Some of these storms are really quite devastating, like, I'd have to, like, make a donation to some kind of storm relief charity or something, man, if I start making politically incorrect jokes about that. Blue's also coming in, man, with the double acid drop in the middle as well. Some of these will actually land, but the problem is, man, I don't know, there's just no protection at all against any of these storms from blue, man. I don't know, is his entire army just screwed here? Kind of need to bend the camera down a little bit or it's not going to see anything. I mean, it's just evisceration. Everything's dead already. One pack of wasps left. Oh, psych, gone. And that's it, like blue's completely out of the game on this far right side. Building's going to start now falling like crazy, and it's going to now have this crazy cascading effect, because as soon as this building over here drops, it's just going to be lights out, man. We've also got all kinds of levels on the Stangs on this far right side as well, although they did go into high explosive ammo, so it's going to take them a hell of a long time to do any kind of real damage to the big giant Vulcans. In fact, they do nothing and get cremated instead, which is, you know, just the life of a Mustang every now and again. But just look at the UFOs, dude. The Wraiths are actually going to carry the day. That's crazy as hell, man. Oh, God. I mean, you can't say that it doesn't look insane as well. Some carry Wraith action always looks absolutely glorious. And there you have it, man. 2v1? Kind of, I guess, in 2v2 mode. Featuring Steelsane. What a game to come back to, by the way, man. After not making videos for a couple of weeks, man, I come back to the Mechabellum Discord, like, oh my god, I see all the replays that people have been submitting and stuff. And Steelsane himself, like, hey, bro, tag me one of his replays. I was like, man, what the hell is this? Must be something crazy if Steelsane has gone ahead and tagged us in this, man. And we were not disappointed. Oh my god. And with this epic shot coming in clutch for the thumbnail, man, with all these insane lightning strikes, bro. Maybe we get it from like this angle. Oh, I'll find the best possible angle, man. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all did enjoy this one, man. Got another replay that I got to cast after this one. Gonna get myself to the gym. It's actually half of a day off for me today, so I'm trying to take advantage of it, man. Hey, thanks for stopping by. If you enjoyed the replay, make sure to hit like on the video and all that good stuff. And of course, keep your replays coming. The crazier, the better. Share those replays in the official Mechabellum Discord. Go ahead and tag me in the replay as well if you wish. And I'll try and get to casting it here on the channel, man. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your night. And I'm going to catch all of you all just a tad bit later, man.